Hello my beautiful friends, my name is Becc and I'm a hospital doctor in Melbourne, Australia. Welcome back to our channel about medicine, med school and being a doctor in Australia. I love hearing from you guys, it's one of my favourite things. But this message is an absolute heartbreaker for me. And I've heard it so many times in so many different ways from so many of you guys who are yet to hit med school. And I want to set the record straight, so hear me out. I want to tell you 3 things I think when I hear the sentence, I don't know if I'm smart enough to get into med school. I don't know if I'm smart enough to do med school. I don't know if I'm smart enough to be a doctor. Firstly, the content in medicine, in med school, being a doctor, is not any more academically difficult than anything you learn in years 11 and 12. In fact, it's usually more simple because what we do in med school is we learn widely, but we learn superficially. We learn a little about a lot of things. You come out of med school with a broad knowledge base and then you differentiate yourself into your specialty. As a doctor, you're left to learn the rest yourself. You won't and can't learn what you need to know to be a good doctor in your 4 to 6 years of med school. Number 2, being smart is about your capacity to learn, and being successful is about your resilience in the process of learning. You, my beautiful friend, have a great capacity to learn. Humans adapt. That is how we have survived and thrived. Adapting is just learning and applying. You are an absolute learning machine by default, by being a human. What I think is more critical about your own opinion on your ability to learn is how well you tolerate failure, and so how well you accept failure as a natural part of the learning process. I recently put a quote on the Time is Diamonds Instagram page, and it was, requiring effort is not a sign of inadequacy. And I want you to remember that when you're judging yourself about your ability to learn, about your ability to be successful in learning. Requiring effort is not a sign of inadequacy, and failure in the process of learning is not a sign that you won't be successful in learning. Increase your failure tolerance and watch your success rates improve. Learning requires failure. If you're learning something you're not yet capable, that's the point of learning, so you're probably gonna fail. You need to start to accept failure as a part of that process, as a normal, expected part of that process. Don't misinterpret it as a reason to stop. You've just collected more information, you've just built more skills. You're stronger and smarter now to keep going. We are learning machines if we just give ourselves the chance. Finally, my 3rd point, I think we get this statement, this question to ourselves all backwards. Here's what I think. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. Do you know how I know that? Because I believe we all can do whatever we want. We all can do whatever we want to do in this life. You can do whatever you want. The key is though, we mix things up when we hear this statement. We think the focus should be on the can, but no, it's on the want. The want. The wanting for the goal, the wanting for the skill, the wanting for the achievement, for the change, for the progress, for the impact. The want is what gives you the resilience. The want is what gives you the resilience to keep going, to find a solution when the first thing doesn't work, when the second thing doesn't work, when the 50th thing doesn't work. If you want to do something, you will do it in the end. If you want to do something, you'll tolerate the failure while you're learning, so then you can. I get so excited just thinking about things that way. I hope you feel that way too. To all my beautiful friends out there, I hope this short video has made you feel more empowered. You can do whatever you want to do in this world, and I hope you do. I love you all, have a wonderful day, and thank you for doing hard things in this world.